Jayson, when the whole team is kind of shooting poorly like that, what kind of, Joe was just talking about putting pressure on the defense. What kind of pressure is there on you guys out there in transition or just when you're not shooting the way you expect to?
I mean, what kind of pressure is tough? When we feel like we was getting good looks and, we just didn't really shoot the ball well. Some of our possessions could have been better, but, it was just a tough night for us. And then, unfortunately, we kind of let our offense affect our defense, and they got a lot of leak outs and easy ones in transition.
How would you explain the extreme difference from Miami to tonight, and how do you guys go about making sure that it doesn't linger and you just move on from tonight?
Just have short-term memory. There's nothing we could do to change it, essentially. And, take it on the chin. We didn't play well. They deserved to win, and get ready for Monday.
Even though most of the game was a struggle in the fourth quarter, the bench unit had 36 points and actually played pretty well. What did you see out of them, and how hard is it, you think, for them to be able to come in engaged when you guys are losing versus most of the time when they're coming out and you guys are blowing teams out? Do you see a difference in kind of the way they approach those opportunities?
Absolutely. Give those guys a lot of credit. They stay ready whenever their opportunity and number is called. And, even nights when the game is kind of, slipping away from us, they still came in and gave maximum effort. So, it was really good to see that.
Jayson, Joe's talked a lot about attacking switching this year. You guys have made progress with that, especially after that Warriors loss. What were they doing defensively that kind of stalled some of the passing and ways you've attacked switching before?
I mean, they got some really good defenders over there, so it's not as obvious on who to attack. But, I think the answer is just to continue to move and play with pace and, attack and, draw help and kick it to open guy.
They were good at disrupting passing lanes, just kind of throwing. Joe said they really threw off your timing moving the ball. So when the defense is kind of has a feel for how you guys are trying to move it, how do you try to counter that and get a feel throughout the game of how to time the offense?
Yeah, I think we just can't be predictable. You have to be decisive, right, and try to manipulate, the defense. They have schemes. They're well coached. They got good players over there. So, you gotta throw counter punches at them. And make adjustments throughout the game.
Jayson, you had that moment, you got an ovation from the fans when they said on the Jumbotron that you were named to the All-Star team. Can you talk about that moment and what that relationship with the Garden crowd feels like?
That was great, very special. Sure, a lot of the people in there voted for me to help make that happen. So, it's a cool moment that just kind of showed my appreciation that I was really grateful for that moment and, thankful for the fans.
You mentioned the difference between the Heat game and this game tonight. Porzingis was a huge part of the offense in the Heat game. How do you guys adjust to not having him on the floor as sort of that release valve? And it felt like the ball was stopping a bit more tonight. How do you change when he's out?
Yeah, obviously we play a little different when he's not out there. But, we still have answers and, we feel like we have enough to win. And, we still have to have a certain identity on how we want to play. And how we want to attack. But tonight, we just didn't shoot the ball nearly as well as we would like to.
Presented by your New England Ford dealers. Built for America. Built Ford proud.